If I could wave my magic wand over RSI, here's what I would do. I would turn back the clock so that before people were injured, they were educated about repetitive strain injury. There would be honest information available about the risk factors, warning signs, and stages of RSI. And I also wish that people would take their symptoms seriously and not think that it's just something that will pass and go away and they don't have to do anything about it. I also wish that every doctor got some training about RSI, and even if they didn't want to go into the field and really learn the ins and outs of diagnosis and treatment, they would know somebody that they could refer people with RSI to, and they could get good treatment. Physical therapists would also be well trained in dealing with repetitive strain injury. Many of them are, but some people are still doing things that are counterproductive, and I would change that. Workers' compensation and other insurances would cover RSI. They would cover it for as long as you needed treatment, which can be a long time. And insurance companies would compensate doctors fairly for the amount of time it takes to diagnose and treat repetitive strain injury. Legislative bodies would write truly useful worker safety laws and enforce them. There would be a safety net for people with RSI to help them continue to work without exacerbating their injuries. People would not be required to do repetitive tasks with dangerous tools in order to earn a living. The people who design tools such as input devices, cellular phones, computer keyboards, and other handheld products that people use every day would be required to learn anatomy and biomechanics in order to design tools that are safer for the human hand, so that people wouldn't be as likely to be injured using them. Truly useful ergonomics would be in place, and everybody would know the warning signs and symptoms and preventive techniques before they get injured. But people with RSI would not expect ergonomics alone to prevent or cure repetitive strain injury. Ergonomics does not take into account the sheer number of hours that people are using their hands, or poor posture, poor training, poor technique, lack of physical fitness, and so many other factors that must be taken into account. Now, this isn't magic, but it is something that will help you. So I'm going to reach into my magic bag, and the first thing I'm going to pick up is hope. Don't give up. Keep looking for the people who can help you, the doctors who are good, the physical therapists who are really well trained in this area. Keep looking for those people if you haven't found them already. Self-care. This is the most important thing that you can do, because no one can sit up straight for you. No one can do your exercises for you. No one else can take your breaks for you. But you can do this for yourself. So be your own best friend and take care of yourself. And then we have the most important ingredient of all, and that's patience. It takes time to recover from repetitive strain injury, and when you recover, it doesn't mean that you get your hands back the way you had them before they were injured. It means that you're able to work and stay on a more or less level plane without these fluctuations of injury, re-injury, rehab, injury, re-injury, rehab. So get some patience. This is another thing that you can give to yourself. So strengthen your patience muscles. And if you want more great information about RSI, watch the video that's coming up next.